Every Friday, that makes my day. I'm like, if I don't get a chance to reincarnate as that donkey or a similar type donkey laughing at people,
Oh yeah.
like, can I have
Yes.
be my own species, like the Schadenfreude donkey?
Ooh.
Like, I just laugh at irony and, people getting their just desserts. I mean, it's kind of what I do already. I'd just be a donkey.
My favorite says tingle away.
Well, someone who's probably not having a very tingly morning, or at least not a very good morning.
The Burning
Well,
Man miracle as baby born in Desert Storm, dubbed Citizen Zero by festival goers.
please tell me they named it ganja, like devil's lettuce, rain, sunshine, crystal, vibration.
Amid swirling dust storms, a beautiful baby girl was born, creating what festival goers are hailing as a momentous occasion on the playa. According to participants, a woman delivered a baby girl in Black Rock Desert either late Monday or early Tuesday. We can't really tell. Precisely as harsh weather
What is
was.
time?
What is time? Harsh weather was soaking the festival site. Well, I bet there was. Whilst Burning Man organizers have not officially verified the birth, numerous campers claim they were informed by event personnel that the event occurred. Charles May Wanamaker, 42, from Vallejo, I'm going to say that wrong, told the San
Vallejo, I
Francisco,
guess.
Vallejo? Yeah, I think that's right. And kind of a
And I
big
only know
choice.
that because of the Zodiac killer. Like, how is it that the only way I know geography, I was like, wait, that was the Zodiac, and that was the, I-40, and that was Kaczynski, and that was Bundy. They just didn't teach geography the way I could understand it. Common Core didn't work for me.
Oh, God. Talk about the rainbow after the rain, man. So it's wonderfully just fills you with so much hope and joy to know you're literally the next generation is here. It's called birth. Wanamaker, whose partner works as an editor at San Francisco Chronicle, explained she didn't observe the birth directly and wasn't certain of its location, but learned about it through festival workers. The infant was already acquired a player moniker, Puddles, reference the waterlogged circumstances of her arrival. She's also being called Citizen Zero, Wanamaker continued, chuckling, the first official Black Rock citizen. The announcement is circulated rapidly throughout camps and art vehicles, bringing grins to attendees familiar with the extraordinary. While it's not the first instance of babies appearing at the festival, few can claim they drew their initial breath on the alkaline desert ground.
Well, there you go. Oh my gosh, she grows up to be a staunch Christian conservative that would make Tucker Carlson from the early 80s like cream his
Oh,
pants. Could
yeah.
you imagine? Like she becomes a yuppie and she's like, Mom and Dad, I just want to have a 401k and go to work 60 hours a week and have a stable job. And they're like, You are not our child.
Oh, yeah. I
Crystal
mean,
vibration, seawater, dust, earth, air, and water, Captain Planet. How dare you?
well, it's not all bad because inside Burning Man's orgy dome, as revelers get happy ending during all night chaos. Right now, in the heart of Nevada's
Is
Black
Tina
Rock Desert,
Turner there? I thought she passed
yes,
away. So who's
yeah, who exactly is there? It they celebrate art and self-expression. It's erotically charged. This year, festival expects over 70,000 individuals, and they
and
they
no
fest.
deodorant?
They're known as burners. No deodorant, and probably no razors. All they need to survive. It says they're expected to bring all they need to survive in the harsh desert, with conditions can often be violent and unpredictable. And ice is the only commodity sold in the makeshift city. Um, During the festival, around 1,500 camps will be erected across the player, the dried up land on which Black Rock sits, each hosting its own event. Campers can participate, arts and crafts, yoga, meditation, friendly ping pong tournaments. However, there's truly something for everyone at Black Rock City, includes those more risque become erotic entertainment. In recent years, many have armored bikinis or abandoned their clothes entirely, choosing body paint instead of to attend all-night raves. However, there was also ample opportunity for frolics and communal showers and blacklight BDSM sessions. Yeah, you need a blacklight
Adding a
because
black light to that session, I mean, it's going to look like a Jackson Pollock painting. I mean, if that's what turns you on, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying that Mo's going to be out there selling wet wipes. So, I got
oh
kids to put through college. So, you want Lysol wipes, $5 a little square, you come to Mo.
yeah,
She's going to have deodorant, Febreze. I'm going to make a killing.
whenever you hear this one enthusiast of the orgy dome told Cosmopolitan verbal consent is necessary to begin to play with other groups and introduce new activities. If you can play with a couple, you still need to ask, can I touch your breast? Can I go down on you? Can I screw you both in the butt? Consent is an active process and can be removed at any point. That doesn't mean things don't occasionally spiral out of control. With 1 year witnessing a chap having a vigorous session, he ended up breaking his penis. And not everyone's a fan of the Risque Dome. Discussing her experience in the Sex with Our podcast, adult entertainer model Brie Teresi described it as disgusting. She said, it was so disgusting in there. There were people doing like all disgusting things. It smelled so bad. And I was like, I'm not doing this. And this girl was not doing this. So we were just watching her cracking up because it looks so ridiculous. There's also a
I
host of
mean,
other
where are the wash machines? I can't get into character if I'm not stuck in a wash machine.
They have what's called a kitty day spa, which promises ladies a body wash and inappropriate full body massage with happy ending.
I don't even get a massage because I feel like we should know each other before you touch me.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
now I'm like, we haven't even been dating. And I
Mm.
mean, again, not my cup of tea.
No, but it could be somebody's. It could be
It,
somebody's.
it could be
Uh,
a peen splint. Actually, you have to have surgery. I actually just did a story about this. Of course, my 17-year-old daughter walks in to look at my snack drawer. No euphemism. I actually just have like granola bars and things I don't want to share with my children. Uh, and I'm getting ready to start on this story. And the look that my daughter gives me, and I'm like, well,
well,
this is this is something I didn't even know you could happen. But apparently the most dangerous position for that for at 43% of penile fractures is doggy. So, and I'd have thought lady on top, but no. Apparently us
no.
ladies have better aim.
Well, and it's not just about the aim. It's about the how how much bucking and kicking happens. There's a greater
Which is always
chance.
fun when you have a leg that spazzes out for no good reason. Because
Whoa!
some days my leg will be fine and dandy, and other days, if you touch it, it'll start spazzing out. And I'm like, look, no, because if any sort of romantical thing ends up with me at the ER trying to explain to the doctor what had happened, well, your doctorness. What had happened was God, in his infinite wisdom, decided that both me and Mr. Mo should be on the same like page, for the first time in our marriage about, sexiness time. And then, we thought, hey, there's no kids around. Why don't we try one of these things? And then we both decided for God that we were older and don't have balance.
Well, well, being older doesn't mean a whole lot because, well, this one, sorry, a woman found with king cucumber inside her after extreme lovemaking, but docs have one question. A cucumber was pulled out of a woman and been partially eaten. A young woman had to make an emergency visit to the hospital following a bout of extreme lovemaking after a king cucumber became stuck inside her. Marina, 21, who has changed her name, was admitted to a hospital in the city of
She
Ufa in
changed her
western Russia
name.
with spasms and pain in the
It,
hole. However, despite her initial vague complaints, a diagnosis was made almost immediately after the man who brought her in explained a cucumber had become lodged inside her during an intimate session between the two. He admitted they had tried to pull it out, but to no avail. Big corkscrew, just,
I
sort of like,
know, like the amount of things I would try to DIY this before I went to the hospital. Like we would have exhausted all at-home utensils
mm.
before I went. Like I'd have been, just let me die. I will die here right in my bed. Like just don't even take me in.
Well,
Also, if
yeah.
it's there, can't you just bear down? I mean, I've had 6 children. They were significantly larger than those cucumbers, I can tell you what. So I'm guessing you could pass it. I mean,
Well, they did manage to remove it, and then they performed what they call a rectoscopy, a procedure that examines the canal and rectum to ensure that nothing was damaged and all foreign objects had been removed. Hell in a Dodge Viper. However, upon further examination of the cucumber, doctors still had one question: why had the cucumber been bitten? The couple chose not to provide an answer and instead quietly left the hospital. However, the question of the obviously bitten vegetable remains unanswered. That's some hunger.
that we need Nancy Drew, Nancy Grace, and the Hardy Boys.
Oh, well, they
In
could
a
have they could have done what this guy did. Florida man
well,
arrested for pooping on a possum in public. Oh yeah.
possum. Okay, how did the possum sit still?
Oh well, this is definitely one of those times. Florida man was arrested this time for pooping on a dead possum in a street in Clearwater during rush hour
Oh,
traffic. The
oh,
police,
okay. Well, that makes more sense.
yes,
Moderately.
moderately. The police report obtained by the smoking gun describes the scene of the crime in graphic detail. According to the report, Florida man was observed defecating on a deceased possum when with his pants lowered and high anal region exposed. Police actually witnessed the 45-year-old Robert
Except
Wilcox.
as opposed to the lower anal like the delta swamp of his behind,
No.
the Macon delta of his acicular region.
Well, the police witnessed this. I mean, are you going to go up and, sir? Well, we're not going to stop him. The report also stated he did this
Sir, I'm
during
going to need you
rush
to
hour
pinch
traffic.
that loaf. Stop pooping on the possum. Sir, drop your deuce and stop
Oh,
with your
but after being detained and read his rights, Wilcox denied ever pooping on the dead possum. He even told the cops he doesn't see straight. The officer was forced to do some real investigative work to make sure his vision was correct. He went and observed the dead creature for himself. The report states physical evidence was viewed at the scene, which corroborates the allegations alleged. It's a tough job, but someone has to do it. He was charged with a misdemeanor for exposure, sexual organs, and booked into Pinellas County Jail on a $150 bond.
apropos that it was Pinellas County.
Yes.
If it had been Possum Gulch, it would have been funnier. Well, in a little bit of a palate cleanser for those 90s kids like me, actor Kel Mitchell is celebrating his Good Burger legacy with his own festival promoting, primo patties. They're more than a perfect sandwich. I mean, I'd go. Even though Kel Mitchell is an actor, his resume is slathered in ketchup and mustard. When people hear my name, they automatically think of burgers, Mitchell admitted to the Post. The Good Burger star's fame as a teenage actor on Nickelodeon's All That spin-off sitcom, Keenan and Kel, and two subsequent films simmered on success of his goofy patty-loving character Ed, who works at a fictional fast food restaurant chain called Good Burger, alongside Saturday Night Live cast member Kenan Thompson. Now, Mitchell, who's 47 on Monday, is capitalizing on that persona by hosting a sirloin celebration of his own. Kel's Burger Fest, which kicks off Saturday, August 30th, is an all ages burger bonanza showcasing the best burgers in Brooklyn, or one or two, stays beyond that. But I think this is cute. I loved Good Burger. I loved all of that. I wanted to be on, like, before I realized Hollywood was full of insane, crazy people, I was like, I'm funny. I could do a variety show. Of course, I still had the headgear and the very unfortunate pixie cut. So I kind of looked like an awkward Haley Joel Osment who had put on a little weight and hadn't quite yet gotten my beard. So possibly not, but I'm here for it. I say we bring back Good Burger. I love the shows. I'm done with modernity. We bring back the 90s and just call it quits.
Yeah, that is really what we need. I mean, because come on. Welcome to
Yeah,
Good Burger,
welcome to
home of the
Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? I loved that show. I
Let's
was
go.
like, that's the best thing I ever saw.
Well, you also have he was drunk, stoned, naked, cops say. Then out came the George Foreman grill. On the evening of August 27th, two officers from Niceville Police Department went to assist firefighters at a home in Niceville, Ocosa. I'm going to say that wrong again. Also, it's in Florida.
Okaloosa?
Okaloosa. Okay. When they arrived, officers saw white smoke coming from the house and could smell something burning, according to the incident report. A man later identified as James Gregory Cunningham answered the door, said was sorry, then closed it. The individual was naked, said the report, and in a smoke-filled house with items on fire inside, such as towels. James showed no sign of understanding the danger he was in. He came back to the door for his safety. The officers detained Cunningham and brought him some pants. Once safely out of the house, Cunningham admitted that he had consumed 2 liters of vodka and smoked some weed. Firefighters went inside with oxygen masks to put the fire out. The Niceville Fire Department determined that Cunningham was baking cookies on his George Foreman grill and left them unattended. Both the cookies and the grill subsequently caught fire. The man then put towels on the fire to put the fire out, unsuccessfully. EMS arrived on the scene, but the 53-year-old refused medical treatment despite obvious burns on his hands. The firefighters on the scene advised James, had he stayed in the house, he could have been seriously injured or possibly died. Ah, that's so unfortunate. So
Those
unfortunate.
cookies were ruined.
Those cookies were
That's the
ruined.
unfortunate part. Well, he was angry and he pulled out a tape measure. Not in a fun way or in a hub way, but still pretty funny. Angry Domino's customer claimed his pizza was smaller than it should be, and he pulled out a tape measure. He whipped that thing out.
Oh,
Apparently,
it's cooked in a 12-inch or a 16-inch pan. That's the size of the pan, you idiots. Sorry.
uh, apparently, the world's largest pizza company isn't immune to shrinkflation. An annoyed Domino's customer in Ireland is going viral after using a tape measure to prove that the pie purveyor wasn't giving him the 7-inch pizza that he paid for. Look, it's the first time he ever saw 7 inches. He was very excited, but a little disappointed too.
That's what happened.
There was
Maybe
over
you
an
should have
inch
rubbed it.
missing from one side. Mark hangs a little to the left, shriveled. Lefty righty.
Oh,
He told Mark Gorley, 30, told Kennedy News while griping about the allegedly not getting enough dough for his dough. Now, the pie-hard customer had reportedly embarked on a week-long pizza binge, during which he treated himself to the chain's $5 lunch deal every day. Everything was going swimmingly until on August the 7th, when he ordered a 7-inch barbecue chicken bacon pizza from Newtownards, Ireland's Domino store in County Down. Now, he quickly realized he wasn't getting enough bang for his crust. Also, that's not how you measure that. Why?
well,
How did?
that's about a 4-inch pizza.
Well, I understand, but don't you normally start where the one is?
Well,
Like, why are we, or
where
where
the
the
0
zero
would be,
is?
but he starts at the 1 and he goes to the 6, so it's only like
Six
a five
and
and a half inch pizza.
uh, I went back down to work and realized that it looks smaller than 7 inches. What did you use for reference, sir? Uh, who decided to measure the puny pie with a tape measure to make sure. After stretching the tool from center to crust, he confirmed that, like a bad Tinder date, Domino's had apparently been lying about its size. It was 6.5 inches one way, and the other way was 5.5. Like, I did the radius, I calculated pi, and this is totally wrong. It was 6.5 inches and 5.5 inches another way. I was quite annoyed because I'm paying for 7 inches, so I expect to get what I paid for. Things that you can say both at Domino's and at the mail escort service.
I want to get what I paid for.
I expected 7 inches, damn it.
Oh.
Now, Curly wasn't being persnickety. He claimed he used to work in a subway and everything had to be sized to prevent a 1 inch blunder. When the incensed patron tried to contact the Domino's branch over the supposed culinary catfishing, they failed to enter the phone, prompting him to air his grievance on X. He posted pictures of the pizza on X with the caption, "What is this at Domino's UK? A 7 inch pizza should not be any less than 7 inches." Now, Domino's responded by telling him to try his local outlet again. He was so disgusted with this failure that he hasn't been back to Domino's since. I'm sure they're just devastated by his loss.
Devastated. I would be devastated.
I mean,
Oh,
you're getting a lunch deal for $5 or £5. I mean, it's not going to be huge. It's not like the
yeah.
olden days where you could buy, well, back in my day, we got, 3-course meal for a nickel.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a better deal, buy a bigger pizza and then reheat it or something. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should have got the
Yeah.
hoagie. But a Florida woman was arrested this week when she made the bad decision to call police to report a friend had stolen her weed. Not only did she have marijuana with her when the cops arrived, but they also found she had 2 outstanding warrants. According to the police report obtained by the Smoking Gun, documented the Florida woman ordeal. Stewart police responded to a call about stolen property at a Best Western hotel. Of course, where else would you be? When they arrived, they found that Lily Rinker, who gave them the play-by-play, how the theft went down. Rinker was hanging out with her friend Carlos, with whom she had known for only a week, at the Best Western that night. During the time that they hung out, she had the opportunity, approximately $30 worth of weed in a grinder. After Carlos left, she looked in her grinder and believed about half a gram was missing. The only thing she could think to do, which was the wrong thing, was to call the police. The police officer asked Ryder for some identification, only to find out that she was wanted in 2 outstanding warrants, one for missing a court hearing for a criminal mischief case. The other was for not appearing to a probation violation hearing for her DUI earlier this year. And she was taken to the Martin County Jail and held with no bond, because this is how criminals work. They're smart. But this one,
SMART.
this guy
Smart.
was probably the smartest of them all. Usually people return a rental car when they stop paying for it, but not Florida man. No, he keeps it. Not
Oh,
only does he keep it, but he uses it to give Uber rides and make a little cash on the side. According to a Polk County Sheriff's Facebook post, this Florida man had an ingenious way of keeping the rental company from stopping his engine from starting. But
ooh.
he'll get to that a little later. 27-year-old Elijah was pulled over in Polk County while giving a ride to a couple from the United Kingdom. They were in Florida to get married. Now they'll have a great Florida man story to tell their friends and family back home. Little did they know that the Uber car giving them a ride was actually a stolen car.
Oh
Mills rented a
no.
Ford Equinox in Orange County, but stopped making payments on the car 3 weeks earlier. The Florida man told deputies that the rental car company called him constantly, but he refused to answer. The company had no choice but to report the car as stolen. Usually, the rental company is able to keep their car's ignition from restarting, but that didn't work. Why not? Well, Mills told police how he was able to circumvent their device by keeping the car running. That's right, he kept it running for 3 weeks straight. With gas prices so high today, no wonder he had to use it as an Uber. And who would have guessed the Florida man didn't even have a valid license? Yeah. Mills was charged with grand theft motor vehicle and driving while license suspended or revoked.
I
And
think we're getting some Equinox questions. Is Equinox Chevy or Ford?
it's Ford. I think, is that right? No, I
I
think
Why are you
Equinox is a
asking me?
Chevy.
I'm like, if it's not a PT Cruiser, I have no idea.
I think it's a Chevrolet Equinox. Yeah. Yeah, I think all they have is Chevy for
Well, in true, we are in the end times, a Michelin restaurant is launching its new drinks menu of just bottled waters. We truly are in the end times.
oh
The
God.
French are known for their fine wine, but this restaurant is making a splash with a new kind of menu. Michelin Guide listed restaurant La Popote in northern England has an exclusive menu featuring nearly 140 varieties of wines. But now the French style restaurant is jumping into the deep end and making a daring move to indulge those who don't drink alcohol or simply want to stay hydrated in style. It's called tap water. Like the Appalachian in me is like, what?
What?
Starting Friday, those that dine at this restaurant will have a choice of 3 different bottles of still water and 4 options of sparkling water, as well as complimentary tap water. The idea of a water menu was first brought to co founders Chef Joseph Rollins and Galil Redon 3 years ago by Dorian Binder, a water sommelier. You don't need a sommelier for water. I'm
No.
telling you, it doesn't have an oaky after finish. You don't have to worry about tannins. It's water. In
Yeah.
fact, if your water is brown, that's probably you need a new sommelier,
Yeah.
or you're going to, do the liquid diet for a
Yeah,
while.
you will be on a liquid diet. Oh my God. What?
I,
I
yeah,
no.
it's got a water menu created by Dorian Binder, certified water sommelier. Why didn't I think of this?
Who's certified her? That's the question. Like, no, she might be certified, but for something entirely different. That is certifiable.
Now, Binder eventually invited the pair to a tasting at his water bowl bar, a water bar. Again, why am I not? I could have done Twin Flames. I could have had a water bar. Why am I not okay with, grifting off of people?
Well,
They
here's the thing, Mo. Is come up with the most ridiculous thing that you can possibly think of. And here's one for you. Have a breast milk bar, okay? And you can pick your titty kind of thing. Like and you know and if that's a little too offensive, well then you could just make it a milk bar and just say, well, we have breast milk, we have our Hispanic breast milk, and we have our white chick breast milk, and then we also have like our cracker breast milk because they're from the South, so it's a little spicier. And then we also, I mean, you could just, this comes straight from the cow, but the teat of a cow. I mean,
I
you
mean,
could have.
she's named Myrtle and she's got 4 kids, but I mean, call it the old lady in the shoe who didn't know what to do.
Tough titties in the kitty, but the milk's still good. See, you could come up, I mean, the most ridiculous kind of stuff that you can come up with, and people will go,
Listen to this
"This
crap.
is
They
special."
tried 5 or 6 varieties of water. They did a second tasting that paired with certain foods like cheese. It's water.
Water. It's
I
water.
I give up. You can now spend, $5 for spring water, up to $12 for just the spring water, and then up to $19 for sparkling water.
And all they do is
Its
they add
taste is
carbonation to it.
delicious, delicate, and salty. What the? If I'm drinking salty water for 19 bucks, I'm gonna ask if there was.
Did what ocean did this come from? The Red Sea?
Yes. What is wrong with people? You know what? If this is your boat, I'll just stick with my boxed wine and we'll see how everyone does.
Oh
What is
God.
wrong with people?
Oh. Well, the camel toe teacher who pushed divorce through for boy may walk free from prison. Former math, then they say maths because they're English. Teacher Haley Clifton Carmack was only thrown in jail after admitting to have sex with the boy on Friday, but it seems she could walk away in as little as 90 days. Infamous camel toe teacher Haley Clifton Carmack was sentenced to 4 years in prison after having sex with a 16-year-old student, but she may soon walk free. The Daily Star has been keeping you up to date with the case of this 26-year-old former math teacher who told her child victim he was the reason her divorce was pushing through and because her husband only liked butt stuff. Shocking details of the Missouri teacher inappropriate sexual relationship with the boy were laid bare in police documents, and to make matters more embarrassing, pictures of her soon-to-be ex-husband also resurfaced.
Oh no.
She
Now,
taught a high school, was arrested on January 5th over the intimate relationship. Court documents suggested she would dress inappropriately in tight or low-cut shirts to show off her cleavage and tight leggings that showed off her camel toe. Evidence pics are also believed to show the student bearing scratch marks on his back after they allegedly had sex in his driveway.
oh, I thought they were going to do zoom up pictures like this. Facts and evidence, Your Honor. This right here. We have an expert. Yes, yes.
This
My
right
name is
here.
Judson Wilson,
There we
and
go.
I did the blue paint. As you can see, I'm wearing the same leggings that she did, and as you can see, it's not really a camel toe, but it is a moose knuckle. So,
Well, this gets worse and worse as you read the story. Classmates would allegedly serve as lookouts while the pair had sex at the high school
oh,
during
good.
school hours. Court docs added allegations against Clifton also arose on December 7th after a student reported the illicit relationship to the school. The confidential witness also stated the confidential victim had told them that he was the reason her divorce was pushed through, and Haley wanted a divorce due to her husband only wanting to do butt stuff. And you look at the picture and you're like, is it on him or her?
I don't know. They both look 12 to me in that. So I'm like, why are these? But then you showed this picture, and the Appalachia in me is like single wide, Pabst Blue Ribbon, just cut off the mullet to look a little more professional.
Clifton Carmack was sentenced to 4 years on Friday after admitting to sexual contact with a child, but now it's been revealed she may walk free from prison fairly soon. She was initially charged with child molestation, statutory rape, and endangering the welfare of a child, but these were
Yeah.
dropped in the plea deal. She was also ordered to complete a sex offender treatment. However, a judge said he will review her case in 90 days. And essentially, if she's been good, she could have her sentence reduced to probation. And that's the dad. And the dad knew about this. And what
Um,
he had to say, we previously reported that the father, his name is Crichton, said that to have known about the inappropriate relationship between the pair, but said, well, just let it happen because they'd have done it behind my back anyways. Police said
are
the
you sure it
charges
isn't
against him.
Creighton?
Yeah. Police said the charges against him for allegedly allowing the relationship were put on hold while the Carmack case was resolved. There's been no further update where it
Oh my gosh,
stands.
he is Bennett from Commando. All he needs is a fishnet tank top
Oh my
and about 40 pounds.
God.
I was confused.
I mean, come on, dude. Really? Really? You're sitting there, you know this is happening with a child, and you're just like, oh, okay. We're just going to let
I
this happen.
guarantee you, if it had been a haggy looking teacher, it would have been a crime.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well, speaking of butter faces, now I saw this article and I contend that these two people, especially the husband, should not be judging anyone on attractiveness, but they decided to start their own swingers club because they like it so much, but no uggos. Now, considering the husband looks like his face should be on someone about 3'5", I don't know if they're going to be allowed to go in their own club. A married UK couple became so enamored with swinging that they set up a club dedicated to their saucy switcheroos. There's just one rule, no uggos. I don't want people there who the majority would think are unattractive. Have you seen your husband?
yeah.
Again, I wouldn't start my own swingers club and say no uggos. I just make you put a bag over your head.
Most no uggos swingers club. Bags provided at the door.
Look, the couple tied the knot in 2019 and started to experiment with swinging a few months later. Wow, not even a year in, and you're already like, wow, kind of bored, kind of
Yeah.
bored. So Tanya could explore her bisexuality. Ash said if it's something you want to explore, then we should explore it together and see, the Yorkshire, UK native called. UK, what is wrong? Do you need help? We can come over and give you guys back tea or something. We can help out. I'm just saying, we're over here with like firecrackers and ugh. After mixing up with with gals for a while, the curious pair started playing with couples because it was predominantly a couple-based scene. They quickly fell in love with these open exchanges. It's been such an accepting community of people. They're accepting, just no uggos.
What have I
Ball
walked
story.
into?
Oh, hey, buddy.
Well, these two decided to make their own swinging club, but they have very strict requirements of no uggos.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I still contend that the husband would not make the cut.
Yeah, I'm sure he has a very high opinion of himself.
I bet he does.
Well, he does. I mean, he took a picture of
Yeah.
himself in front of. Again, he looks
What
like.
is that? What is it? You're trying to look like you have muscles. You're a very skinny little man.
Yeah.
I do
He's
like that
tiny.
he got the shorts out of the youth section, so it would look more cut.
You're
He was like,
medium.
"This is a youth medium. I don't know what
You're
you're talking about.
medium
I'm
short."
bulking."
These are my huskies.
I'm
Husky
bulging
size.
out of my shorts. Yeah, because they're 2 sizes too small, dude.
It's really not that big,
So-
dude.
They have
really what it is.
decided to, make a bi-monthly, I guess because she's bisexual, swingers club event for other, like-minded kinksters. We now have events with 300 plus people coming. We've made a business out of it, and it's become our sole life now.
What is it about the UK women that they maybe they're just oppressed or something?
Well, supposedly,
No, I think we need to bring oppression back if this is what they're doing with freedom.
See, I always thought that the Europeans were more open about their sexuality. So
Me
I can't
too.
say that they're necessarily repressed, although English women are a different sort.
Yeah.
The
I will
only
agree.
caveat is that participants have to adhere to certain appearance standards. To ensure the aesthetics are up to snuff, the couple has aspiring members apply on the website though, so they can know exactly what they look like. Now, this vetting process may seem shallow, but it's a common courtesy per these two assholes. We just try to get people that come that, maybe your type and they're nice looking and they take care of themselves. So again, no uggos allowed.
So Cletus from the trailer park will not be accepted into this.
Well,
I
he
mean,
might he still
again,
might have more
why is
teeth
he
than some of
frosting
them.
his tips? Like
Well,
he's there
no.
for the.
No, he's not frosting his tips. He's dyeing the roots. Get it right.
Oh yeah. Well, either way,
He
Like,
too
at
also
first-
goes both ways.
yeah. Well, probably.
Yeah.
At first, we didn't tell people because people judge, but then we got more comfortable with like our swingingness and we started telling friends. And my friends were like, I wish my girlfriend would try this. I wish we could do that. And I would like to say, please continue this. In fact, all of you weirdos who have decided to try open marriages, please continue because it really helps my bottom line. Because it follows the, we'll try swinging, then snapped episode, then trial. So really, I get to make fun of you through all stages of this horrific,
Yes.
life
Content.
decision. So
Yes.
please continue this. This is a great idea. I encourage this wholeheartedly.
Jem says we're not Europe. We're not in Europe. We're in Europe, not European.
Or Mo, if you're lucky, you get the occasional swinger decides that they get jealous and then people get
Ooh,
unalived and then you get an even better trial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, happy Halloween.
And usually we get my favorite thing is the disinterested detective that has to read out these incredibly smuxy.
Yes, yes.
Those are my favorite. Like, I am a sommelier of cringe. I am your cringe sommelier. And that is Chef's kiss, 10 out of 10, cringe-larious. It's the best thing you can watch.
So there I was, neck deep in the aroma of many partners.
Well, happy Halloween is coming up. Florida man was busy celebrating the holiday and couldn't keep himself out of trouble. He was not only dressed as a banana for Halloween, but he decided to whip out his little banana also. At first reported by the Smoking Gun, Kyle Mortimer, 20, was arrested about 1:20 in the morning in Key West, as you do. According to the police report, the officer was flagged down about someone peeing on the sidewalk, even though there was a porta potty just right across the street. Florida man must have felt he was privileged enough to relieve himself where he felt like it. The officer made contact with Mortimer while he was still in the process of public urination. When the officer identified himself and told Mortimer to stop, Florida man fled with his dongle hanging out. Another officer told him to stop, but he zigzagged through the crowd to make his getaway. When that officer tried to apprehend him, Mortimer made like a banana peel and slipped away. The original responding officer was able to grab the banana-dressed urinator, but continued to resist and pull away. The Key West police weren't about to let him slip away again. At this point, the officer utilized a leg sweep and took the banana man down. Mortimer continued to resist being cuffed by lacing his fingers together. Once the police had him securely apprehended, they walked him down the old town hall for processing. And I'm wondering, did they ever put it away, or is it just dangling out there in the wind?
And thank you, Patrick W. Let's see. Sorry for the lateness, but when it comes to water tasting, I have some 1980 Love Canal water. They said it was it was robust and colorful that year. So vintage, I like it. Like you can really smell the phosphates.
I have so many crude jokes ready to say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Volstorm, we started a tradition last week of making songs to go with our craziest story.
Awesome.
And since you're here, I think this is time to review this week's song. Now, here's the article. Trainer at a marine zoo has been taking extreme measures to stop a killer whale from mounting his mother.
Oh, yeah.
Jason
It gets
J.
good. It gets
Trying
good.
to
Mo,
mount
check
the
your
trainer's
messages.
mother? That's just wrong.
No, it gets worse or better depending on where you stand on, zoophilia. It's 2025. Mo, check your messages for the ugly teacher arrested here in Wisconsin. She's getting the death penalty probably.
Oh, God.
You thought your job was bad. Trainers at a marine zoo in southern France have said they've been having to manually stimulate a male killer whale once a month to prevent him from inbreeding with his mother. Now the mother and son orcas are being cared for at Marine Antebbe. While its new home is being found for the pair, hopefully separately. This is not Game of Thrones, although if we changed everything in Game of Thrones to orcas and dolphins, I'd probably watch it.
Now, here's the question you got to ask yourself. If this was his sister instead of his mother, would they allow it?
Probably.
Probably.
Well, it's in France, so who knows?
No, it's the
Yeah.
French.
The site is closed to visitors in January as it prepares to comply with new French laws that are banning whales from appearing in marine zoo performances. Now, the French government and animal rights group have yet to agree where Wilkie and Kijo are supposed to go, leaving them in limbo. Now, aerial video captured August the 12th by marine activist group Tidebreakers surfaced showing a trainer. Now, this is a two-man job. One of them grasping Kijo's flipper, while the other stimulated him as he wiggled around in the water. Now, Marine Land said that it's a necessary step to relieve Kijo's tension as he reaches sexual maturity, as you do. In order to avoid inbreeding with his mother and also to prevent them from fighting or injuring each other, Marine Land has decided to stimulate Kijo to relieve him of his tensions. I just have one question. How do I word that for LinkedIn? I help facilitate joy to aquatic animals.
Oh,
Professional marine animal excitement coordinator.
husbandry. That's what they call it.
Well, it's not quite husbandry if it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, it goes somewhere.
No, it is exactly husbandry if it doesn't go anywhere.
Oh, it's going
Yeah.
somewhere.
Couldn't they find this whale like a bed of
No.
seaweed or something, take care of it himself? You know?
A stuffy. Like,
A
sorry,
stuffy,
we can't
yes!
find you a girlfriend, but you know those inflatable whales that you can like ride
wouldn't
on
that
in
be-
the pool?
Wouldn't that
Yes.
be called a floaty and not a stuffy?
A floaty.
I don't know, but probably.
They can get them some floaties.
According
Good
to
Lord, there's a lot of
Marineland,
floaties in that pool.
this is totally natural and painless for the animal. Now, France's ecology ministry, which is tasked with giving the green light to where the killer whales end up, said that Marineland told it that it performs the procedure once a month under the consultation of a veterinary expert. Okay, is this expert on a list? Okay,
He's an
because I
expert
can't
in whale
imagine
semen.
like,
Look.
so
All
you
I
say
know
he's
is-
aggressive and trying to mount his mother. Have you thought of jerking him off?
Look,
And every trainer-
Look, every expert I've ever been around has been full of crap. So
But Valerie Green, a member of the animal activist group Tidebreaker and former longtime SeaWorld Orlando employee, told the outlet that this stimulation is highly unusual and raises questions about Marineland's intentions. As a former killer whale trainer, I've never seen this behavior performed for anything other than a collection to use for artificial insemination. How do you...
you?
Yeah, no,
Ew.
just no.
No. There's certain things we shouldn't do.
Only whales, orcas porn.
Only whales.
A handman's
Free
tail.
Willy's going to be really weird now because he tries to touch the bottom of the whale as he's like, one more stimulation.
Look at Jim's up there.
You'll never be lonely at Orcas Only.
It's called a handman's tail.
Winner.
Definitely the winner.
Oh,
All right, so let me see if I can do this.
yeah. You can
In-
just, and then you
Oh,
can,
yeah,
and then you,
and then-
I could, yeah. There we go.
Woohoo!
Now,
See, I'm
now.
getting so much better at this, you guys. It's like I'm almost a professional. So here is our song for Kijo.
Yes, it is. It is a song for Kijo. Oh, well, let me see. Why is it not making any noise?
Oh, dear Lord.
Hold on. Why is it? Something happened here. It's
Break
acting
it.
funky. No,
Broke
it's
it.
just acting funky. Hold on.
It's
Oh, here we go.
Curtains down, no kids in the stands. Just late night moans and trembling hands. No dolphin dives, no squeaky tricks. Just trainers sweating through a monthly fix.
Oh, God.
Casual thrashes, the water turns white. Two hands steady, another grips tight. They call it science, they call it care, but it looks like a stag film shot under there. Flippers pin, buckets on deck, a milky tide rising up from the wreck. This ain't biology, it's a porn star scene with gallons of spunk flooding the marine. Buckets at marina land, fill 'em high, stack 'em wide, a slippery ritual all can defend. Broadcast live on the activist side. Buckets at marina land, where lust turns like a storm. If Free Willy could see this mess, he'd never come home. Mothers watching with dead Buckets clatter on the tile floor, spillage dripping toward the door. Shadow begging Macron in vain, set them free before the tanks flood with shame. Hey, buckets at Marina Land, pale surf breaking in waves. From Antilles to Tokyo, whisper spread. This ain't conservation, it's a carnival of slaves. Buckets at Marina Land, a new law nobody asked to see. If a killer whale could press charges, the evidence is floating in the sea.
People swim in that.
Turn out the lights, burn down the stage. Stop writing headlines fit for the porn page. No sanctuary, no plan, no land. Just buckets of spunk at Maryland.
I'll ask ChatGPT. You know what's sad is I'm definitely going to be singing that in Walmart, like, buckets at Marina Land. I'm just going to be caressing, like, the cucumbers just jamming out. And then people are like, what are you dancing to? I'm like, buckets at Marina Land? Oh, what's that song about?
Two things.
Well.
Celestial, if you play that in your car, you need to turn it all the way up so everybody can hear it and roll down the windows.
Yes.
Two, I've now found the proper punishment for these female teachers.
Ooh.
Okay.
This.
Oh, yeah.
This job. Like, if it's a male
probably
teacher, he
enjoy
needs to
it.
be thrown under the jail and never let go for the rest of his life.
Well, yeah.
If it's a female teacher, they need to be sentenced to this for 5 years.
Did you hear, Volstorm, did you hear the Uranus has a new moon? Because this is where this all started. This
What?
is going to be our new thing.
I didn't
yes.
hear
God,
this.
you
No.
haven't? Oh,
Yes.
hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I can barely scream the moaning. Thank you. I'm telling you guys, when we did this last week, I was like, oh, this has to continue. So I
Make sure I
forced
get the right
Shizzy
one.
into
so glad you
work.
did.
I fallen told him, like any good work wife, I was like,
Here it is.
Well, he needed something to do.
I think this is the correct one.
yes.
Beep, beep, bop, Uranus. Clang, clang, chomp, new moon. Steel drums drop, upset. Island bop, consume.
I have been playing this on repeat. Mr. Mo is like, you're so proud of yourself.
Orbit spinning out of tune. Tiki torches
I need a fruity rum
rub
drink
up
right now.
Steel drum beats in cyber sand. New moon. New moon. On Uranus. Uranus has a new moon. Uranus coming for two. Uranus orbit resume. Uranus kaboom, kaboom. Plastic parrots, neon sky. Synthetic rum drinks passing by. Spuds in flip-flops march in line. Uranus moon, so divine. Flip, flop, non-stop. Spuds on top. Uranus has a new moon. Uranus, Caribbean boom. Uranus, shake that speeder. Uranus, the future's here.
Dinosaur. I love it. It's the feel-good hit of the summer.
Yes.
I know. I have just been like cleaning my new closet out to it, and Mr. Mo is like, "You are too proud of yourself." And I was like, "No, imagine at our 6-month anniversary, which will be New Year's, we'll just have a Friday where we listen to all the songs
Oh,
and have a
Yes,
jam
yes.
session."
That would be awesome. Like, I'll have to create a whole new like place for this. Let's do that.
See, I have ideas, the technical know-how. That's why I have Shizzy. But I'm the
It's true.
because he's the
Shizzy.
smart one with Sunyo, and I'm like, "Hey Shizzy, I found this really, really weird story about an orca. You think you could make a song about it?"
Yes.
Shizzy makes
Buckets
a
of
good
marine
bitch.
land. Oh, let me see. We're going to create a new workspace called.
Oh, remove. Well, while you're doing that, an angler reels in the first documented orange shark off to Costa Rica.
It's
Well,
a sign.
Trump is-
Vols win the national championship.
Well, that or you know, he's like, the Gulf of America is great. I just wanted to tell everyone. Please name one of our mountains Mountain Dew. Come on, President Trump. I'm just saying, or I'll do
Well-
it when I get the presidency.
You think they would have done that here, considering Mountain Dew was invented in East Tennessee. So one of the Smoky Mountains should be named Mountain Dew.
Should be.
And I have a couple
From-
of them that they could change the names on.
A man fishing the waters off of Costa Rica reeled in an unusual catch, the first documented orange shark. He's simply trying to flee. He's like, I'm not. What happened to this? Garvin Watson reeled in the 6'6" nurse shark while casting his line near Torrego National Park in August 2024. It was incredible, he told USA Today. We couldn't believe what we had in front of us, an orange shark that looked like an alien. He didn't catch this near Costa Rica. He caught it near Fukushima.
Well, see, here's the thing. The orange shark held out as long as he could, but still your reigning hide and seek champion is Bigfoot.
True. Watson, the owner of Parmesia Dormis Die Hotel, shared the photo of his catch on the Facebook business page. There you go. He should have kept it and put it in a tank at his hotel. You know the other... I mean, you see Rudolph and you don't try to take him away from his evil ass herd. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's Jeff.
I bet he doesn't get it's Jeff. I bet he doesn't get the same treatment as the orcas.
No, it's a nurse shark. They probably did something more horrific to it.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to milk
Nurse
it.
shark ice cream coming soon.
This is not the
Straight.
type of nurse I asked for.
Oh gosh, the new Meet the Fockers is going to be weird when they add the shark to it, I guess. Could you milk a shark, Gregory? I'd be like, well, I mean, it is the third movie and Barbara Streisand isn't coming back, so I guess we got to do something.
Facts.
Researchers said that the shark's bright orange coloring is caused by a condition called xanthiasm, which causes yellow or gold pigmentation in the yellow skin, scale, or fur. It's the first scientifically documented case of total xanthism in this species and the first record from the Caribbean Sea. Now, researchers said that the shark's white eyes indicate that it could also have a form of albinism. Oh my
They don't-
God. Could we? So, would it be in poor taste if I were to get this particular shark, then remake Ebony and Ivory with the orca
Oh God.
and add Ebony, Ivory, and Orange?
Not quite sure how that would flow in the song.
I don't know, but Sonia will do the thinking for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's what we have Shizzy for.
Yes.
Shizzy's like, don't make me do this, for the love of God, please.
Oh.
Well, in good news, for a good health story, eating meat is not linked to a higher risk of death and may even protect from cancer-related mortality. So, Mr. Mo bought like 8 steaks yesterday. I think I'm gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
My illness is cured. Eating more meat, I mean, there you go, could be beneficial for the body, a new study suggests. Not that kind of meat, though I'm sure there was a study conducted and someone got a lot of money for the government for that study too. Recent research from Canadia's. I used to say Canada, Canada all the time, and now
Yeah.
I'm reverting.
don't see the
McMaster's
problem.
University revealed that animal source foods are not linked to a higher risk of death. So screw it, veggies, unless you're
Yeah.
veggie not by choice, or you're veggie but you don't have to preach, because those are the veggies I like. It's well, I mean, it's not a king cucumber, but I am willing to tolerate vegetarians.
Look, I don't eat what my food eats.
Now, researchers analyzed data from nearly 16,000 adults aged 19 and older and considered how much animal and plant protein they typically consumed. Now, they examined whether those diet patterns were associated with any higher risk of dying from causes such as heart disease or cancer, and the results revealed no increased death or any sort of risk associated with eating more animal protein. The data also showed a modest but significant reduction in cancer-related mortality. Well, that liver king's gonna live forever. Between the
real.
steroids and the liver, he's golden. I don't know. I'm just glad that I can eat steak now and people won't tell me it's unhealthy. I'm good.
Who would ever say that?
People
That's
that
just
want to get
awful.
you to buy protein powder.
See, that's awful. That comes from the group of people who want to create meat in a lab. They're just liars.
Yeah, that's
They
all
are.
it is. Yeah, that crap is so ridiculous.
I mean, I tried to tell them. I'm like, now, I'm not a beer drinker, so I figured I'd ask you guys about this, but apparently Gen Z is putting ice in their beer. Is this go or no go?
No.
I'm not a beer drinker.
No.
I don't care.
No, because most beer is already watered down enough. Why would you put ice in it?
So it could be cold. I don't know.
It number one, it should already be cold. Number two, if it gets warm, you're not drinking fast enough.
To be fair, my one and only try of beer was Natty Ice, you know, where you get 180 cans
See,
for
that's where you
$5.
failed. Yeah. Yeah. Natty Ice is what you drink after you're already half a suitcase in.
Yeah.
Well, I figured that's what you drank if you had dysentery. But then I discovered Malort, and I just can't figure out why
Which
you would
is-
want to
which
hurt
is worse.
yourself.
I would rather drink an entire case of Natty Light than have another taste of Malort. It is awful.
Bullstorm,
is-
I will see you. That's it. Dollywood, we just bring Natty Ice.
We just
and-
bring Natty Ice. Yes.
Oh God.
Hey,
Yes.
However, I will say that once upon a time in my early beer drinking years, I did drink Bud Ice. It was okay.
Well,
Why is it I'm willing
had some
to do
11-year-old
Natty Ice,
literally
but
asked
not
me
Bud
if I would
Ice?
pop a titty for the boys.
Listen, as a former 11-year-old, whoever the
Yes.
fucking legend is that popped that question, that was a canon moment. That's going to be remembered in that friend group for the rest of eternity. So you don't even know the community service that you just did by existing for that moment to happen.
Agreed.
I agree. I agree. Like he's going to be a legend.
He
Like,
is.
That's just that is. Hats
I
off
just
to-
consider that standard behavior. Why is that so outrageous? Come on.
Oh my gosh, I've got to share this. I saw this earlier, and it's good. It's really good. Oh,
Paul just got a new hoodie and everybody's roasting him really hard for it. Can you just tell him he looks very handsome?
Well, he's warm. It's not a bad look, I have to say.
very handsome.
I mean, it's not as scary as Howard the Duck, to be real,
True.
Facts.
because that was scary. Well,
And an awful movie.
I don't know how this is going to work, but a high school has removed exterior bathroom doors to stop inappropriate behavior, but students are pushing back for privacy. I mean, where else are they going to vape and make out?
Wait, I don't even remember us having bathroom doors in school.
You boys probably never did. Us girls
Yeah.
always did.
Yeah.
Since returning to class, junior Layla Rosenthal has started a petition because this Illinois school has removed all the exterior bathroom doors because of problematic, bathroom activities such as vaping, making out, fighting in the stalls. Now, I can understand vaping, and who wants to make out on a toilet? Like, maybe my hormones did not kick in high school, but that would have been a no-go for me. I'm just
you
like, ugh.
apparently had never been to the club.
No, I haven't. Because I'd be like, ooh. But apparently, trying to jump into civics, junior Layla Rosenthal has started a petition on change.org to get a bunch of people to sign to get their doors back on. Now, 400 people have signed it, not far from the team's goal of 500 signatures. Like, bathrooms should be a place where students and staff can have a moment of privacy, she wrote in the petition.
The staff ain't going in there. They got their
No.
own bathroom.
Yeah.
No. Oak Park River Forest High School's decision to remove bathroom doors disregards basic needs and inadvertently contributes to an atmosphere of anxiety and distress. It's high school. Everyone's anxious and depressed. It's called high school.
It's called puberty.
Yeah. Go watch My So-Called Life and, dream about Jordan Catalano like the rest of us did in the 90s, okay? Need people to stop bitching and moaning about stuff. Now, school administrators are saying that the move was necessary because kids were vaping and congregating in the bathrooms. I mean, honestly, I don't care, but good job going to civics. That being said, tell your a-hole friends to stop vaping in the bathroom and then you'll get the doors back.
Yeah.
Probably better than getting, a bunch of slacktivists to sign something on change.org. If I'm not correct, isn't save the ozone layer still on change.org? Way to go.
Probably. See, in my high school, we had the main building and then we had a vocational building, like auto mechanics and electronics,
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But to get to the vocational building, you had to leave the main building and walk all the way past the football stadium to get down there. It was quite a long walk. So, of course, that's where everybody would smoke. They would smoke going down and coming back up. And, every once in a while, they'd stick a teacher out there to try to buzz people. But
Oh, yeah.
everybody knew. Yeah.
Well, it was always in my high school, I have to go to my car. I forgot something, in
Yeah.
my car. And
Yeah.
then people would go out and I'm like, oh, you smell just like Febreze and smoke. Just like grandma.
Just turns
I'm like,
me on.
Virginia Slims and Lilac Fields. I love you, Meemaw. Add a splash of Southern Comfort, it would have been my meemaw.
Oh.
A woman dressed up in a hot dog costume busted for toilet paper thievery.
Wait a minute. What is this? This is a second story about people getting in trouble dressed up. First there
Well,
was a
every
banana,
day
now
is
there's a hot dog.
Halloween. Oh my God, if they got together, would you sit on the bun side or the peel side?
No, if she dressed up like a jar of peanut butter, then the peanut butter and banana could get together. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, but then they'd have to explain to the ER doctor why there was a bite out of the banana, but it's still stuck. And then some asshole would get out a measuring stick and be like, this isn't 7 inches.
The bad part is when you explain these stories to the ER docs, then they have to put it in the chart. It's like, I don't want a record of this. It's embarrassing enough.
Well, that's like when I almost gave Mr. Mo a black eye last week because I was, now I don't know, but apparently I may be akin to Dayquil rabbit or Benadryl rabbit when I am on Dayquil.
Yeah.
Apparently Mr. Mo has never seen someone so affected by cold medicine like me. And my back was itching and I totally forgot he was there. So I just flung my arm and he's like, my eye, my eye. And for some reason I found this hilarious. So I couldn't even render aid or comfort because I was like, oh my God, the eye.
Mo standing outside the ER smoking a cigarette going, he fell down. He fell down some stairs.
Pretty much. I'm like, he's real clumsy
He's
like
just
that.
clumsy.
He's a clumsy guy. Drunk and angry. Well, isn't that how every Florida and or my family reunion starts?
Facts.
Drunk and angry that a neighbor had parked near her yard, Marcia Morgan, 48, covered the offending vehicle with toilet paper. Did we mention that Morgan was dressed in a hot dog costume at the time of this 4 p.m. incident? Well,
Oh,
the
is there
Florida woman
video of
was-
this? Please tell me there's video
Tell me
of
there's
this.
video. Tell me there's video.
Let's see if the hot dog costume leads me anywhere.
Come on. Who doesn't want to see a video of a grown-ass woman in a hot dog costume rolling a car?
I would. Now that's on my bucket list. The arrested was upset by the neighbor parking near her
I'll keep my
yard. The
DMs
arrested, dressed in a hot dog costume, started to lean against the vehicle and rip toilet paper, placing it all over the vehicle. The arrested was intoxicated and refused to cooperate with the investigation. I know my rights. Where is my constitution? Where is Miranda? You can't
Toilet
say
paper got
nothing to
loose
me.
on its own.
God.
Now, on Tuesday morning, Morgan pled no contest to misdemeanor counts and was adjudicated guilty of, disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. She was fined $550, which she can work off via community service at $13 an hour. Sadly, police and court records offer no explanation for why Morgan was dressed as a hot dog during the toilet paper caper, which took place outside her St. Petersburg home.
Look,
You
I
do.
I know the Walmarts and the Walgreens put out the Halloween stuff earlier and earlier, but we don't need to start celebrating this early. It's still warm outside.
Yeah. It's way too
Wait
early.
a minute. Now is this is an overwhelming cornucopia of cringe. Woman nabbed for autoerotic crime. Arrest after coitus was interrupted. IHOP waitress charged with customer grope, or customer tried to kidnap a bikini barista. Well, let's go with top to bottom. I
Okay, let's hit it all.
A customer tried to kidnap a bikini barista. Now, if this is the suspect, he weighs about the same as she does. How is he going to get her out of there? Her bra might weigh more than him.
Well, and there was a
Looks
guy
like
that
it.
got busted for pulling up with wearing no pants at one of the bikini baristas drive-through things or something. It was weird.
No, here's my
That
question.
has to be civil rights. I mean, they can't tell you no shirt, no shoes, no service if you're in your car. This
Wait,
is a civil rights
well,
thing I'm willing to die on, pants or
Well,
prison.
it is whenever you have no pants on and you're holding the hog.
Oh,
hold
he
on.
was trying to work at
Let's
Marine
answer a more
World,
important question. Where are these?
Florida.
Probably California.
Damn it, that's too far. If
Yeah.
it's Florida, I'd make the trip.
Let's see. Your takeout order from one of those Sexpresso coffee stands does not include a complimentary bikini-clad barista. A 19-year-old Washington state man is facing a kidnapping charge for allegedly trying to pull a female employee out of a drive-through window of Ladybug Bikini Espresso stand and into his vehicle. Now, investigators say that Ezekiel Guerrero drove to the 24-hour coffee shop earlier this month and placed a 2:15 a.m. order with the female worker on duty. Now, the business is located in Lakewood, a suburb of Tacoma. While
So it's in
preparing his
Washington
drink, the
State.
victim said
Yeah.
she exchanged small talk with the customer who was wearing a blue cap and a Los Angeles Dodgers jersey with designer jeans. She handed him a clipboard with a receipt and needed his signature. He subsequently partially extended the clipboard back to the barista when she attempted to get it. That's when he grabbed her by the arm and attempted to pull her through the window. Now, the woman told the cops that she braced her legs against the counter, which kept her from being pulled out of the drive-through window, and
Oh,
the victim
wow.
was able to shut the window while the patron fled the area. Now, when police interviewed the barista, she was frantic and genuinely appeared frightened, also
Yeah.
having red marks on her wrist. Yeah, I would be frightened too. I mean, here you think you just get to. Also, isn't that an OSHA safety thing? That's a lot of steam near the tatas.
Some people
Maybe
like
that's
hot
why Nancy
tatas.
Pelosi's looks so young. She's just in front of her espresso machine like the steam bath, and I get caffeine.
It keeps the plastic supple.
The incident was recorded by a security camera
Misshapes it.
footage, and it showed Guerrera violently seizing her by the arm and her breaking his grasp and tugging back and forth. I'm sure they watched that particular footage a lot. Like,
In slow
no, we need to
motion.
slow this down. They've got a Madden team, right? So this is where the defense kind of came out. There's almost a nip.
And then boom,
Man,
boom,
we are
boom.
doing our jobs, okay? We have to deeply study this like the Zapruder film, all right?
We're gonna be in here at least 5 or 6 hours.
Dale Gribble somewhere back there. The Trilateral Commission. There was another nipple on the grassy knoll.
My only question is, where was ice?
Oh, yes, yes. Where
Now-
was ass?
They caught up with Guerrero because he used his MasterCard with his own name and was tracked down and arrested Monday. Now, he reportedly confessed to detectives that he had been drinking a lot of alcohol and smoking a lot of ganja.
You
And
think?
the incident had kind of been effed up. He claimed he never intended to harm the victim. He had been feeling sad and angry and isolated due to recent relationship problems with his former girlfriend, and he'd gone to Ladybug just to see a pretty girl. He recognized that his behavior was impulsive and denied having any anger or hatred toward women in general. He's just like, look, when I drink and smoke the ganja, I indulge in a little light kidnapping, as we all do. I mean, some of
Who
us eat
hasn't?
the entire box of granola bars and Pop-Tarts and have a rapper graveyard when they wake up. Some of us try to, felony, just a scotch.
Just remember, if guns kill people, pencils misspell words, cards drive drunk, and spoons make people fat.
These are all facts.
All
I have been
facts.
very angry at my spoon for a lot, except this morning because Mr. Mo is making me go through all of my clothes. So I'm, what fits, what doesn't. Now, on the positive, this dress is still functional, and the lost boobage that I have, I could fit at least 5 Mad Dog 2020s into this. Because he's like, it doesn't look so bad. You just gotta. You don't have anything up here anymore. And I was like, I know I could smuggle so much candy into
Look, this is how we're sneaking booze into the Dollywood wedding next year. We're
Yes.
using Mo as a
Oh,
mule.
hell yeah.
Yes.
I come in looking like my Midwestern fluffy I come in as the before picture, and then Dollywood's all confused when I leave looking like that redhead chicken neck lady, only not pregnant. They're like, I can yell at whoever I want.
Again, park full of YouTubers. None of you idiots took a video.
No.
Not one of you.
No, why
I
would
was
we do
willing to
that?
sacrifice expert because, you know, he didn't realize the dangerous situation he had
He
gotten
never
himself
does.
into.
He never does.
I know, it's upsetting. You'd think we...
What do you
Oh,
mean I started the fight? Yeah, you started the fight and we had to finish it.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
True story.
Very true story.
All right.
Yes.
Ooh.
My favorite time.
And thank you, Rickles64, for 5 gifted memberships. And those went to Phoenix Fire, Watchdog, Jill McCann, and Braxton, and Melissa 816. So congratulations. Welcome to the Church of Mo. We have dark chocolate. No recorders. You must wear deodorant. Anything else is basically don't ask, don't ask, don't tell. Unless I ask, then I'm going to ask you all of the things.
I've already lined it up in my mind.
Yeah, I am
Which
too.
ones belong to
Like
which.
this is easy. I'm
Just
saying,
out of pure comedy.
I'm no, I know that's funny, but I'm thinking that yes. I think that the prostitution is the one in the middle. She looks like she's giving happy endings.
I would have thought grandma would have been the prostitution.
No, I'm thinking that
Just for
no,
pure-
No, I'm telling you the one.
He's
in the
driving
middle.
under the influence.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, prostitution is the one right there in the middle. Battery
Okay.
or child neglect is going to be. Let's see.
Battery on the end, child neglect the second one.
Okay.
Well, I don't think sexual cyber harassment is grandma. I would say that
Question,
that might be,
is this a man or a woman?
Oh, it's a
Is it-
woman. I think.
No, I think that one's the sexual cyber harassment. That's what I
Okay.
think.
And grandma got
So-
battery. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
or child neglect, one of the two.
Yeah.
You know, if he ends up being prostitution, I would like an award. Prostitution right. And
Switch
cyber
child
sexual
neglect and
harassment.
driving under the influence. We did good this week.
Yes,
I know. We are
Grandma
on a
had
roll.
battery.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, the cyber sexual harassment would have been much funnier with the first one.
Yes. it
See,
would.
we should have filled these out for comic
No,
relief.
I wanted grandma to have the prostitution charge so bad.
I did
So
too.
bad.
Whenever I first saw that, I was like, "Oh, that'd be hilarious." with
Yeah.
grandma.
Is she holding onto the wall? Like, what is going on here?
She's posing.
Yeah,
oh,
she's
clamor
gotta walk her-
shots.
She has to pose like that to hold her up because she's got a cane. They took it away from her because that's what she got battery for.
That's her OnlyFans picture.
Rick from Pawn Stars got a DUI.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, he's wearing one of those pew pew t-shirts, so it can't be like too bad. You know, it's
Right.
none of the.
Yeah,
it's
but
definitely
is that PewDiePie? Is that
Where?
a PewDiePie t-shirt that he's got that makes it look like a...
Either
Because
that
I'm seeing...
or Collier Noir.
Okay,
what I
well,
was
I like
thinking.
Collion Noir. I do like when people call him Colin, because it just kind of...
I had the hardest time pronouncing his name for the.
My gosh.
That, yeah.
Colin. Rickles just gifted 5 memberships. Holy cow.
You're awesome. Freckles.
Yes.
You're awesome.
Yeah. So, let's see. We have got the pregame
Welcome
show.
to- oh, sorry, wrong channel.
Oh,
Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of clots.
Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
and 4 more days of increasingly stupid predicaments. Ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. We'll do it all over again.
Like the first time I hear that on your streams, I love singing along to it. And then about the 10th time, I'm like, will you please stop doing that?
Will you stop doing it?
Time to fast forward through the stream.
I have to come up with something shorter for those. Now get the first one in. Do it for like the like 10 memberships or something like that.
Right,
or the 50
right.
memberships. But yeah, do it on the single ones. Have to shorten those down.
Yeah. To be fair, it has a lot of curse words in it, and I'm always there for a curse word.
Oh,
yeah. And if I told you what all the words were, it would even make you laugh harder.
That's why I don't understand Stanley Cup, because there is not a curse word or a sarcasm on any Stanley Cup. And if I'm going to pay $80, I want something that'll embarrass the PTA.
Well, Mo,
Just show up.
you just show up.
That's what I do.
Plenty of
To be fair, they constantly, when I'm picking up my kids and I forget that I have on a wig, they're like, we always have to double check with you because we never know if it's you. I'm like anyone would steal my car with a Sailor Moon bumper sticker on the back.
But Mo, you don't need curse words at hockey games when you have this. Do you? Do you need curse words?
No, but they might need some monostat later. Those are way up in the moose knuckle.
I'm sorry. Did y'all say something? I was distracted.
I can't imagine why you were distracted, Volstorm. It was because of your deep love of hockey, right?
That's exactly what it is.
You're like the purity of the
Exactly.
game.
The purity of the game.
All these new rules are ruining the game.
Well, I mean, there's always still the boy leaders for the Vikings.
I could have gone all morning and not heard that. Oh.
Oh, God.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a red-blooded American straight male. Thank you.
It happens.
How dare you, you bigot?
I know, right? Sorry for
I
existing.
will not have you bring your microaggressions of heteronormativity into this space.
Look, I grew up in the 80s. So,
Yeah.
you get what you get.
I mean, to be fair, I always thought that one day, like, to be super sexy, I was going to do the Tawny Katane, like on the front of a Camaro. And then I realized I get dizzy when I flip my head back. So this would just end up terribly, not to mention, where am I going to find that car?
It really needs to be the Bandit Trans Am for effect.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you guys
That
know
Golden Eagle
I'll
ain't the
do it
only
on-
thing spread on the hood.
I'm going to find me a PT Cruiser. We are going to do this. Look, I know they're ugly. I know they're the ugliest car, but I always wanted a PT Cruiser. I'm just saying.
Look,
I know they're a terrible car.
would nothing be greater than video of Mo on a PT Cruiser combined with Shizzy's love for Suno?
Pour some sucre on me because I'm on a diet. Look at this body made by sugar-free Jello.
And of course, you get Volstrom back there with his pudding pops.
Ready to put it bop. I got the pudding pop in the one end and the picture pages in the other.
Get a Chevette and do it. Oh, my God.
Yeah. So no, I just need to rent it like for a day. Also, do you know the weight capacity for the front hood? Ma'am, what are you planning to do with my car? Have you seen this video?
That's why it needs to be a car that was made no later than the 80s.
Yeah.
So, steel reinforced hoods just in case for safety.
I mean, my first car was a Chrysler New Yorker, blue velvet interior,
ooh, hoopty.
1984. Now, I imagine that I got really weird looks, and now I understand why I got really weird looks, because I would be blaring Weird Al out of this
Yes.
ostensibly like ghetto car.
I had this ugly brown.
I called it Honky Crackerton, if that makes any sense.
Yankee Crackerton.
Blasting Amish Paradise out the speaker.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I was truly ahead of my time.
Well, I had a 1973 Plymouth Satellite. Okay, and this is about the time that Priuses were starting to become like the thing. Everybody was driving those damn things, and they would not pull out in front of me. Like they would pull out in front of anybody else, but they would not pull out in front of the thing because it looked like it just couldn't stop. It's like I could be back like a block and they would see that thing coming. They're like, oh no, I'm not pulling out in front of that thing. That is a tank. It just looked like a tank. It had the long nose and the short ass. It was, they would see that thing and be just like, oh shit, what the hell is that? Because it just had that swoop to the front of it where it just looked like it was angry all the time. I was like, oh yeah.
I'm sad to say my first car was a first generation Hyundai hatchback.
Oh,
you talk about a complete piece of crap.
yes.
Puts it this way. How I ended up getting rid of the car was an old lady pulled out in front of me and I hit her and it was clearly her fault. It like dented the hood. They totaled the car.
Yes.
Like the car was still running fine. You could have just put a new hood on and it still would have went. You know, the insurance company goes, yeah, we're totaling the car.
Yeah,
And you're like, thank you. I love you.
Yes, I did. I was like, oh, thank God I get rid of this.
our first child General Auto Insurance because the General helped me out.
Oh, Dan, exactly. Dan knows what I'm talking about. They look spooked. They look scary. 72 Plymouth Duster. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
They just look like shit. I do not want to pull out in front of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I got pulled over coming out of Macon. Well, I was far away from Macon at the time, but I got pulled over and the police officer that pulled me over, he goes, well, I couldn't really clock how fast you were going. I go, well, I couldn't have been going any faster than 80 because that's just what the speedometer reads. And he said, if you ever want to sell it, here's my car.
That's funny.
Because he was driving like one of those Ford Tauruses or Flexes or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Like he told me as he was right before he walked away, he goes, yeah, if you would have kept going, I would have never caught you.
So my embarrassing car story is only tangentially related to me because I didn't realize how ridiculous this was, not being a car person. But I was living in my first apartment with my roommate, whose boyfriend happened to be the president of a Dodge Neon Car Club. Now, I repeat that, a Dodge Neon Car Club.
I've seen those
I didn't
people.
realize how ridiculous this was as a complete and full sentence until I told my mom, and she's like, do what now? And I was like, yeah, they're in a Dodge Club or something. And she's like, oh.
Yeah.
And I was like, is that bad? I don't understand. And she's like, who the hell puts money into a Dodge Neon? And I was like, okay. I was like, they have these kits and everything, and they go and they put them on these spinny wheels and test how fast they are. I don't know what goes on there. I didn't kill a chicken.
You mean where the sound system is worth more than the car?
Yes. Yes.
Pretty much.
I mean, I can understand, like, you know, and they're not my favorites by any stretch of the imagination, but like a Miata car club. I mean, because you can do some pretty unique stuff. You can do like hard top, soft top, all that kind of stuff. I can understand that. And those cars are like almost bulletproof. They're fast. But you get those damn neon. That's just like, oh, we're part of the Saturn Club.
Yeah.
Like what? Saturn's still around?
To be fair, I didn't realize how ridiculous it was until someone explained to me that no one really invests in a Dodge Neon.
No, they're like a throwaway car. I mean,
but back in the day, people acted like those cars were just awesome. And I'm like, yeah, it's a piece of crap car.
No, Dodge makes they make some really awesome cars and make some really shitty cars. Like what did they have? They've tried twice to redo the Dodge Dart. They did it once,
Yeah.
like in the 80s, and it was garbage. And then they
Is that
did
the one that had the fans over the back windshield or back rear view
No,
thing?
No.
It had like a bunch
No.
of
It was like a
kind of
Volkswagen Sicaro or something like that. It was basically a ripoff of another car that they teamed up with them. This is Dodge and Volkswagen. They've got this incestuous relationship that's really weird. Like they've got like, I think it's their
would you say
Touaregs
it's
or something like that.
orca-like?
Yeah. Yes, it is
Yes.
orca-like. It is bad. It's like they're touring or something like that. That's basically just a Dodge Caravan. I mean, it's just got a different body on it. And then what is it? They came out with this Dodge Star. I went and test drove one of these things, and it was like their high end model or something. I was just like, okay, let's see what this thing is like. And he goes, well, we don't have any manual transmission. We have a dual manual transmission, which basically was saying that you can shift gears, but it's still, you don't really need the clutch. It was like, and I like hit the gas pedal, and at the time, what the hell was I driving? I don't remember. It wasn't a very powerful car. I mean, I think it might have been like my wife's Volkswagen. What the hell was that thing? Like a Cabrio or something like that.
Jetta.
No, it wasn't a Jetta. It was a
GTI.
Cabrio. It wasn't a GTI. It was a Cabrio, not a cabriolet, but a Cabrio.
Oh,
So
okay,
a little
okay.
convertible.
So,
And so
how
it
do you
had-
add the Olay to it?
I
they-
don't know. I don't know. I don't know the difference.
You make it a
Chips and
Chevy,
salsa?
and then you add lay to everything.
Yes. So I'd get in this thing and I hit the gas pedal. I've got it to the floor and it's barely moving. I was like, this is, and he goes, this is the turbo model. I was like, well, when does the turbo kick in? He goes, oh, it's kicking in. I was like, okay.
Sounds like my husband's Ford Focus, although I never remembered Focus, so I always called it a fuck it. And when I
Appropriate.
Yes.
because the guy was like, because I always take it to the oil change in Walmart, and he's like, "Are you having any problems?" And I was like, "It goes from 0 to 60 in about 3.5 weeks. Is that normal?" And he's
Yes,
like,
for this
"Eh."
car it is.
Yeah. For Ford
And I was
Focus,
like,
yeah, that's
"Then
about right.
no problems, really."
Hell, I worked with this guy. He had one of those Ford Fusions. He was like, never, ever again will I buy a car like this. Thing's
I never
garbage.
liked them. I like the
No.
Taurus. I didn't
Well,
like the Fusion.
A buddy of mine had a Taurus, and well, he, like I said, had it until second gear stuck, and then he blew the motor.
Oh, well, that's different.
Like he got first gear, second gear, and as he's like holding down the gas pedal to hoping that it'll shift, it never did. The engine went.
Jeez.
I was like, wow. Oh,
Mr. Mo is over here trying to break me because he has discovered that he really likes chopping wood. So I'm supposed to be, out there wolf whistling to him. So he came in to remind me that I haven't wolf whistled at him.
oh, Mo. He's
Oh,
out there.
the kids are in school, ain't they? Yeah.
And on for the end of our show now. Look, I have to dim the lights and put on the Orca song because it has a really nice.
Oh, you want me to put on the Orca song? Oh, you've got it. You got it. You've got it right there. I put it in the private chat.
I know. That's what I'm going to. First dance and Orcas.
Do you need me to pull it up for you, Mo?
No.
Do you need it? I'll get it for you.
I've got it. Let me just switch because we can put it on to play with the intro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's like, well, because we have no time to ourselves, mostly because we have children. So he was just like, and he's like, wait, you're making, because this morning I tried to explain to him that Shizzy and I were going to do these songs for these terrible, he's like, let me see if I have this completely figured out. You're telling me that you are going to be making a musical song about molesting an orca. And I was like, well, I guess you could say it that way. I was going to say hilarious. Back by popular demand.
Oh, yeah.
Curtains down, no kids in the stands, just late night moans and trembling hands. No dolphin dives, no squeaky tricks, just trainers sweating through a monthly fix. Casual thrashes, the water turns white. Two hands steady, another grips tight. They call it science, they call it care, but it looks
And the stream's
like
on
a
yellow.
stag film shot under there. Flippers pin, buckets on deck, a milky tide rising up from the wreck. This ain't biology, it's a porn star scene with gallons of spunk flooding the marine. Buckets at Marina Land, fill 'em high, stack 'em wide, a slippery ritual all can defend. Broadcasts live on the activist side. Buckets at Marina Land, where lust churns like a storm. If Free Willy could see this mess, he'd never come home. Mothers watching with dead black eyes, half sibling bloodlines, no disguise. Trainers grin like they've won the bet. Another sticky sample for the lab's bitten dead. Buckets clatter on the tile floor, spillage dripping toward the door. Shadow begging Macron in vain, set them free before the tanks flood with shame. Hey, buckets at Marina Land, pale surf breaking in wave from Antives to Tokyo. Whisper spread, this ain't conservation, it's a carnival of slaves. Buckets at Marina Land, a new law nobody asked to see. If a killer whale could press charges, the evidence is floating in the sea. Turn out the lights, burn down the stage. Stop writing headlines fit for the porn page. No sanctuary, no plan, no land. Just buckets of spunk at Marum Land.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful morning,
Oh,
everyone. We will be back for the pregame, and then I think we are doing Friday Night Lights. So we
for
are,
now.
yeah,
Night
we are all ready to
Friday Night
go.
Live. Yeah. Yeah. We're doing good.
Oh yeah.
You know, I can't even remember the name of my kids. Let's be real.
That's
still
okay.
on
I can't
Dayquil.
remember the name of your kids either.
Got feral
Except for
one.
youngest, most feral.
Yeah, except for
who
youngest, most
actually-
feral, who's my favorite.
Well, I will say that because I was Dayquilled up, Mr. Mo went to the parent-teacher conferences, and youngest, most feral, I was like, did you say we tried? Because I feel like this teacher had my middle child before they had youngest, most feral. So I'm like, look, you know, one pancake's always a little weird. When you make a bunch,
Yeah.
like we had a good kid. I just want you to remember we had a good kid.
One.
Yeah. And she's like, well, you know, he doesn't, he says he can't see the bored. Well, he has glasses. He just refuses to wear them. So now we have a glasses for school and a glasses for home. And he's like, this is unfair. I don't want to have to see you at school. And I was like, well, I don't want to have to homeschool you. So we're going to cut the difference and get you 2 pairs of glasses.
Yeah. It's cheaper this way. Oh, God.
Listen, we're trying our best, and, you know, it is what it is.
Oh, yes.
They all taste delicious, though.
Yes.
They do.
They all taste
They do.
delicious.
All right, Mo.
Well, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you on whenever, because we try to coordinate with experts' times, and
Which can
Time
vary
is
from
a-
week to week.
Yeah.
time
It
is
could-
an interesting concept for experts.
It could be 8, it could be 9, it could be
Look,
10.
This is why we say time is not real.
Yes.
Yes,
Because it's
neither
not.
are birds.
Neither are birds.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've right now got it set up for a specific time, but that could change. But just go.
Yeah, so that'll be over on Shizzy's channel. So go ahead and, do a notification to remind you whenever in the nebulous time we will be there. I'm guessing February,
Fair.
because I'm a
It's fair.
Sagittarius.
Oh.
Bye, you guys.
Peace.
Yes.